I wrote a monologue about Jake at the bottom in a cell in solitary. And he's trying to masturbate. And in order to get himself aroused, he conjures up the memories of girlfriends, wives. And sure enough, at the point where he's aroused, it can possibly get some release, the memory turns to crap. And he realizes what a shit he was. And he has to give up that particular fantasy, move on to the next one, start all over again. And I think there was maybe 3 attempts. And finally, after the 3rd attempt, he's so frustrated that he blames it on his hands. He always felt his hands were too small. And smashes his hands against the wall and breaks his knuckles.
I thought it was much more interesting than what we had before, but it still didn't fit around what De Niro saw as the character. So I asked Paul to try to convince Bob on that, see if they could come to a meeting of the minds. If they can't, then I got to really think about it too and see what the hell I was going to do.
Marty called me up and said Bob doesn't want to do it. And I said, why not? I said, it's really, really cool scene. It's a long, three-page monologue. It's really actor's treat.
I do remember the masturbation thing, but I don't know where Paul got that, but I don't. That had nothing to do with what I remember. Anything about Jake or anything that Marty and I really felt was what the movie, what we were trying to do.
As it all turned out, it ended up being the I am not an animal sequence instead.
It's gonna be an animal. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. Oh, you want to treat me like this?
And then there was so much talk about the changing the script, and there was a meeting at the Sherry Netherland where I exploded at Bob and threw the script at him. But we had an argument. I came back and I worked some more, but it became clear to Bob and Marty that this next final stage they were headed toward was the one that only they could get to. And so when Marty shot it, I sent him a telegram to clarify this, and essentially said, Jake did it his way and I did it my way. Now you do it your way, so that he wouldn't feel that he was somehow upsetting me by changing the script.